Welcome to the Gateway Wars. This is session 2 of our D&D live stream. Harvey Barrel here. I am the storyteller and game master. I'm also joined by my right hand, the Spirit of Knowledge, Smash.
Greetings.
And then going around the line, we've got Stephen the Demon playing Turquoise Ferguson, our warlock lizard folk. We've got Marlo, who's playing Ariana, the ASMR bard. We've got Art, playing Aaron Turnbuckle, our half-elf pugilist. And Styx, playing Salgras Eventide, the shadowy cleric of I forgot your god. I'm sorry.
Shah.
Thank you. Following the shadowy Shar is our Dragonborn. The Gateway Wars here is sponsored by. I apologize. We are part of FeatherFall Tabletop Gaming. Today's sponsors are Skull Splitter Dice. You can get a set of dice on their website at www.skullsplitterdice.com, and you can put in promo code, I believe it's FeatherFall, for a discount on some Dungeons and Dragons dice. Also, Found Familiar Coffee, a caffeinated brew. So if you're a nerd and you need coffee or soda or whatnot have you, coffee is usually my go-to choice in the morning. And Found Familiar Coffee is my choice personally. So to recap what happened last time, could our Spirit of Knowledge tell our listeners what happened?
In our first session of the Gateway Wars, our heroes met each other and began their journey. Kind of. Thalgris, who was from Rune, was traveling with the Torben Phyllis, an acolyte of his fellow god Shaw. They made their way down the mountain in the forest, and we also had Aaron Jr., who was traveling with Brahmin Thorfus, the foreman of his father's wood saw. Incomplete knowledge.
Lumberyard?
Ariana was Lumberyard, correct. You made it. Ariana was traveling with the Sherpa Forbin, who she hired to help her down the mountain from her humble beginnings. And Turquoise woke up in the middle of a field and met a halfling farmer who helped him along his way with his horse Vargas. In the forest, Turquoise set off a few eldritch blasts and alerted our nearby friends that he was there, and they all met and settled down for the night to go camping. During that, they had a bit of an incident where some incomplete knowledge.
Kobolds,
Correct. Kobolds took them in the night and set them up in cages made of bones. Here, our four heroes had to find their way out, and in doing so, got into a bit of trouble.
All right. So yes, you had all escaped the clutches of the kobold jailers, and Stephen had gone out and yelled for their boss for some Mortal Kombat, who then stepped up and proceeded to wallop upon him, and then with the aid of friends, were finally able to defeat the Drugar slave master. As the winding battle comes to its end, and you're all breathing roughly and maybe trying to tend to some of your wounds, there is a glint that you see from the the slave master's pack, after you had struck the final blow upon him when he tried to flee. You are still out in a small clearing in the woods. Just had left the cavern that where you were all enslaved, and had found another set of cages set out in this clearing where you had fought the slave boss. The trinkets upon the Drugar were 2 items of value: a scroll of Entangle, a druid spell of the 1st level, and a small stick with a couple of buttons on either end. Kind of looks like Uncle Fester's finger trap. So, our heroes, What do you do?
I'm just vibing, baby. I'm good.
How are you feeling, by the way? How many hit points does everyone have?
I'm fine. Fine.
So you're injured. But no,
Fine.
how is everyone feeling though? Like, what is everyone's HP at?
17, so I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Probably down a few, but not too bad.
And
Yes, it was quite the battle, but I'm okay.
All right. So yes, you know that that west of here is the direction of the kingdom, and you know that at least Stephen has a calling to the east. But you guys are currently out in the woods near a mountainside, but unless someone wants to do a nature or survival check, you guys are currently lost in the woods.
Anybody know where we are? This does not look familiar.
Yeah, I'd roll a nature.
Well, he asked where we were, so I'm just telling him where we are. We're in the woods. Where else do you think we are?
Quite astute, young friend.
Stephen, go ahead and give me that roll you mentioned.
All right, that's a 17 plus 1, that's 18.
Okay, so 18, you do look up, and you do know your basics of which way the sun sets, and you're able to determine which way is north, so at least you now have your bearings. So if you wish to choose a direction, you may do so now, and at least know you're going the right way.
Oh, yeah, super easy. I just want to head towards the town, which was to the west, so we're going to continue west.
So Stephen just kind of looks up while you guys are talking about, hey, we're in the woods, and he looks up, and he's like, yeah, that way. And just starts moving.
Okay, I guess we're following the wizard.
You put one foot in front of the other.
Is it dark?
It is not dark. It is actually early morning. You guys had woken up because it was nightfall when you were all kidnapped and poisoned first. So it is the early morning. The dew is still upon the grass, so every step you take is rather moist. Still a little bit of briskness to the air, some morning chirping of birds, a little bit of fog low hanging around, but that morning chill.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be following this guy, probably need to put some more stuff in my pouch. So I'm start grabbing like dust or dirt, just start shoving it in my pocket, my little pocket. It's like this could work something. He'll help with the other guy. Might help for something else. I'll just fill up my pouches up with the
Pocket
ash,
sand.
dirt, whatever I can find. Just pocket sand. Just have pocket sand.
Done. You now have 3 pouches of pocket sand. Nothing happens. All right, so you decide to go west, and everyone else is following. Yes.
Yeah, I'm down to follow.
Now, besides the sorry, lost my train of thought. All right, so if you guys all decide to start heading west, there is no definitive path that you can see. There are some deer trails. But it doesn't look like there's any like one worn path that's been used by any civilized race of creature of any kind. No sentient creature has most likely gone this way, at least from this path or this section of the woods. Very few human footprints. The morning air, besides being chill and dusk, there is a scent to it. It's kind of a musky odor that's kind of lingering in the air. It's somewhat familiar, but if someone wanted to do a nature check, they might be able to like kind of place where they might have caught this scent before. But oh. Yes.
Can I give it a shot?
Go for it. First come, first serve.
So my nature's plus is a 0, but
So
I
whatever
have an
you roll,
18.
whatever you roll. I can't see what yet.
It's an 18.
Oh, 18? Oh, okay. And yeah, you guys don't have to show me your dice rolls. I'm gonna trust you. So with an 18, this, you've eaten something. You've eaten something that smells like this. Yeah, you've cooked something up. It's definitely like a mushroom. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a musky mushroom smell, heavy in the air.
I'm not going to roll a nature check, but instead look at the others and say, when was the last time any of you bathed?
I'm insulted. And I fix my, very nice wizard's robes and be like, my current condition is not indicative of my usual, way of life.
So you're not the one who smells like mushrooms then.
Well, I did bring a couple. Did need some snacks on the way down here. And so, yeah, boy, smells like some daddy makes. Might get some more. And I just start going to where the mushroom. If I find any more mushrooms, see if I can stick some more in my pockets.
Oh, okay.
He's like a truffle pig.
I was just gonna say. So yes, as you're traveling along and Turnbuckle puts his nose up in the air, mentions this, and you joke about the bathing, or not so much joke. And yeah, he sticks his nose and he starts going off further into the woods. The path does deviate you a little bit further south than normal, but you are still heading in a westerly path. So it's a little southwest. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Art.
Not one.
All right. So, as you kind of watch him kind of like take the lead and kind of start sniffing out where these truffles are. And he's sniffing the air, and he's got his eyes almost closed as he's smelling, and then he just drops out of sight. I need Art to make an acrobatics check as the rest of you come to, oh, there's a small ravine here, and he just fell off the edge.
10.
10? All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
11.
11. All right, so you fall down, and you start sliding, and your eyes pop wide open, and you see that you're kind of on a rather steep incline. Not enough that you're free falling, but you're hitting the ground, and you're just skimming along the side, just leaving up a dust trail behind you. Plume of dust smoke is like billowing in your guys' faces. You kind of try to look over the edge and try to see through it. And you are sliding down. You are not taking any damage, but you are headed towards a river down below. This gives everyone an opportunity to have one turn before he hits down below.
Wait, where did he go?
Who?
You may.
Oh no, he's gone over the edge. Oh well.
No.
Rest in peace.
It's exciting to see natural selection at work.
I knew those mushrooms were going to be trouble.
I knew the guy was going to be trouble. I'm surprised the mushrooms took this long to make it manifest. Although, at the end of the day, he did save me from one of the kobolds. I'll get him. Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead, and I have absolutely nothing I can do to save him.
That's where I'm at. What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna stare at him tumbling. I got fucking nothing. I have literally nothing. Unless you want me to do an immense amount of damage to you and put you out of your misery, dog, I got nothing to help you. I have nothing.
Does anyone else wish
can
to
I-
attempt
Can I
anything?
tell how deep the river is?
What was that?
Can I tell how deep the water is as I'm falling?
You can't tell from here. You do see that the water has a nice, deep, rich color to it, and that there are some rocks protruding above the water surface.
Any trees around me? Any like bushes? Anything shrubs?
Okay, you wish to reach for a nearby shrub and catch yourself comedically? Go ahead and roll an athletics.
So I rolled a nat 1 again, and it was only so it's a 4.
You're tumbling, you're falling, you're scraping, and you reach your hand up, and you catch. You finally catch a narrow little branch, and you hang on. Hey guys, I think and it snaps, and you start falling down again, and you end up in the water. The water is not terribly deep. It is enough to break your fall. You only take 2 points of damage.
And you just hear from the bottom like, ow.
And you hear from the top, nice catch!
I shoot him the
Now
finger.
what?
Is there any sort of rocks or any sort of path that we can see that might lead the way down?
Ooh, go ahead and give me a perception check.
No, there's nothing around at all. Not with a nat 1.
Oh god, 3. Yeah, no, looks like the path that shows the best is the one that Turnbuckle just made. And it's just a little smoother than the rest of the terrain.
And the way that he fell is the way we have to go, correct?
To get to him? So
Is he to the east?
So, you guys, when you were started out going west, and then he deviated, tracking the truffle smell towards the southwest.
Start climbing!
The terrain down here in this ravine, compared to the lush woodland that you had encountered before, it actually starts to get more arid just around this ravine and the stream itself and everything around it. There's quite a bit of these. There's like some mushrooms down there. There's like some purplish mushrooms hanging out around the riverbed, but the overall terrain is very lacks the greenery and foliage you would normally find in this area. Just to paint an image. A lot more just...
I'll look around. I'll look around at the others up here, and I'll just say,
Can you see any way out of the other side? Perhaps have a way to get down.
I'm going to give a look around, see if I can see something.
Okay. Also, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Woo, 20.
All right, law of averages, going to the extremes. All right, so you kind of look around and you look down. And you do see that it does appear to be a small goat trail that's right along. There goes my mouse. That travels right alongside the ravine that goes down. It is treacherous looking, definitely less than what one person width. So you're gonna have to sideways scooch.
There's a small trail. It will be treacherous.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
point, I'm going to take my shield, lay it on the ground like a sled, and grab hold of the wizard and jump on.
Wizard, do you allow this?
I don't think I'm fast enough to stop it.
It would be an opposed grapple check if you wish to try.
Yeah, I'll try it. He's grabbing the pettiest piece of shit he's ever met, and I don't think he knows it.
I think he
All
knows
right.
it.
All right. Well, here we go. I'll try to ungrapple.
All right.
It's not gonna work great.
Salgris, go ahead and roll your athletics and
No, dog, you got me. You got me.
Turquoise, roll athletics or acrobatics. Okay.
He's got me. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Okay. We can make that work. Okay. What did you roll? What was your
16,
really...
so a 20.
Oh, well, get fucked, nerd. I rolled a 7.
While they're doing this, Ariana watches them go, pulls out her viol, and starts like playing this like the most metal thing you could play while playing a viol, just like so they have like cool music to be doing this too.
All right.
I hex the Dragonborn.
Okay, so
He has placed me in danger. I am unhappy about it. I hex him.
So Art, down below, you're wet, sitting up to your waist in water. And you look up and you start to hear a little bit of discussion, a little bit of arguing, and then as the Dragonborn is sledding like a bobsled team with Turquoise Ferguson in tow. Thalgris.
Super excited to be here.
Thalgris, I need you to roll your athletics or acrobatics, whichever one's going to be easier for you.
By the way, I legitimately hex him.
Yeah, what is
I need him to roll. I need him to roll a. It's just on him.
Right. Does it cause, like, was it a negative D4 to all of his rolls, or is it, like, a disadvantage
Oh,
on his
no.
rolls?
Yeah, disadvantage on... I'm choosing all of his athletics checks. I'm annoyed.
Okay. And then, Ariana, were you doing any inspiration with your battle music?
Yeah, it's inspiring. Bardic inspiration there.
Okay, and what's your Bardic inspiration bonus?
Let's see. I just had it pulled up. Yes. So within 60 feet, they can hear me. They can gain an inspiration die 1d6 for 10 minutes.
All right, so, Thalgris, could you roll your athletics or acrobatics twice, disadvantage, but with a +6, or is it a plus D6?
Plus d6, yeah.
So how about you go ahead and roll that D6 for him?
A 15 total.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, 16 and a 15.
I just rolled a 6, so...
She's like, no, I don't like this. Whatever. You're coming with me. As you guys go bobsledding down this ravine.
As he goes over the edge, it does just go, you motherfucker!
As I'm sledding down, I'll be holding out my symbol of Shah and just looking up at the sky.
Ooh. Styx, go ahead and roll me a religion. Art, you see barreling down at you. the battle the team lizard comes streaking down at you. With the best theme song ever. Yes?
That is a 7.
Okay.
She's just playing Flock of Seagulls. I ran so far away.
I would love to hear the medieval cover of that. Doom, 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 doom. And I ran so far away. All right, so you guys... Oh, yes, Art.
I just want to say, like, as they're seeing, I first hear the music, and I'm just like kind of trying to relax and just kind of rocking out to whatever she's playing. And then I turn around and like...
As they come crashing down into the water next to you, splashing you verily. But you guys get down and take no damage because you got over 20 on your roll to sled down. That's beautiful.
I think Ariana's gonna start using the goat trail because she just like they did a good job, but she's not sure she could. She has no shield to surf down.
All right. You may also roll your athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
17.
Oh yeah, no problem. So they're all like kind of, covered in rock and dust, and it's all caked on them now because now they're in the water, and it's starting to come off a little bit. They look and then you just boop 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 come skipping down. But now you're all
I just want to see like looking over to them, cleaning the mud off my face, and be like, "Y'all know I had a rope. Good to help."
Yeah, I figured.
Unless you could throw it up to us, there's not much good down there.
Well, we'll never know now.
At the bottom of this ravine, I have explained the terrain. The river does lead. Let's see. You guys went southwest. You hit the river. River. So the river does seem to be leading more from the east and west, and it is flowing the opposite direction, unfortunately.
Looks like we have to go left. Left is always right.
I was hoping we could do some tubing today.
I thought left was left and right was right. If left is right, then there's two rights. I'm confused.
All I know is the second we get to town, someone's paying for my dry cleaning.
All right.
It'll get dry. Don't worry. Just walk around.
So now that you're at the bottom of the ravine here, where do you wish to go? Do you wish to follow the stream? Do you wish to go against the stream, climb back up?
And the stream is going east, correct? Because of the... Yeah? Alright. I'm going to try to wrestle his shield away from him to use it as a flotation device, and I'm going to float down east.
What's it made out of?
Flotation.
Depends on how bold it is, right? Like...
Yeah, It's one of them flotation shields.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick roll here, and yeah. All right.
I mean, it is some kind of steel, so.
The Titanic was made of steel, and it floated. Checkmate.
But how long?
Long enough.
Long enough for a great movie to be made.
Sounds like there's holes in your theory.
Sounds like there's about to be holes in your shield. Give it here.
You may make opposed
I'll let him
athletics
have
check
it.
if. All right, so I kind of figured. So yeah, Steven, you're like, give me that, and put it into the water, and you hop on top of it, and you are now up to your waist. About to here, about to where my screen cuts off in water. You're slowly skidding along.
I'm just gonna float on my back so that I'm just floating downriver, clutching onto his shield, going, wee! Follow me!
All right, so, let's see. Could you roll a mother lover?
Flotation check, you got it!
Survival check. Give me a survival check.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I don't have a lot of hit points to be playing with God like this. Oh, hey, that's a... Hey! Oh, fuck. Okay, 11.
That is floatable. So,
all right.
Yes, he just clutched your shield, and he's not floating the best. He's more of like scraping your shield off and on against the bottom of the water as he keeps like dipping down. But it's smooth rocks with algae. The algae also is like the same color as like the mushrooms that are growing nearby. Just a FYI. It's kind of that deep royal purple. And yeah, so your friend starts floating easterly.
Isn't that the opposite direction of where we were supposed to go?
I think so. So I'm gonna go back up here. We can climb up there. Might be easier. Get a couple sticks. Start, making like a little dad kind of thing. That's how we moved those trees from my daddy. Just you do that, then we get to drag those up. You do that here.
Well, I'm following him. He's got my shield, so...
I could just ask my mom. She'll get you a new one.
Not as good as this one. No offense.
Once
Hey,
again, I guess
hey.
we're following the wizard.
I'll start traipsing through the water in that direction.
All right. So there is enough of a rocky shore on either side that you can you don't have to trudge through the water to make your way. So you can kind of run along the rocky shore. It would be considered difficult terrain just because of the rolling rocks. Don't want to roll your ankle, etc. So in a combat situation, you'd have to work twice as hard. But luckily, you're not. So when following along, are you just trying to keep pace with Turquoise, or are you trying to catch up to him to stop him?
No, I think I just keep a steady pace, whatever pace is comfortable.
Kind of a mild
would
jog.
Yeah,
I would
mild
like
jog.
to continuously use my Eldritch ability to shapeshift, the disguise self function, to continuously shapeshift into each of the party members. And so, I'll shapeshift into the bard, and then just, pretend to play the shield like a banjo, and be like, I've got a lovely bunch of coconut, and then when they look at me again, then I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna turn into Thalgris, and I'm just gonna, put the shield in my chest and be like, it is my honor! And then I'm gonna, look at Art, and I'm gonna shapeshift into him, and I don't have any good jokes for him yet, but I just kind of, stare at him intently as himself, and then return to myself.
Every time that he shapeshifts into you guys, something that only each of you individually notices, that when he turns into you, when he mimics you on individually, you see red glowing eyes glow back at you. Now, no one else sees this. The Ariana looking at Ariana's going to see red glowing eyes, but Turnbuckle and Thalgris won't see it. But when Thalgris looks at Thalgris, he'll see red glowing eyes, etc.
Sorry, that's my prescription.
Are we just gonna let the whole eye thing go?
I do want to make a perception check or something. Am I aware of any settlements, or maybe a history check? That probably make a lot of sense. Am I aware of any settlements downriver?
Go ahead and give me that history check. Go ahead and roll that for me.
Come on, baby. Daddy needs a brand new pair of... Oh, yay! Plus my history? Oh, shit. All right, 21.
21. You do know that if this is the if you're where you think you are, further east, you know that there's a old abandoned fort from ages past, but no settlements.
How many days travel to that fort, or how long travel to that fort?
It'd be a couple days.
Oh, a couple days.
You think, only because you have over 20, do you kind of you got a decent bearing where you might be if you were looking at a map.
Okay.
And comparing it to how long it would take to Guardiana with your theorized distance, it may be a week.
Yeah, okay.
You do know that there is a couple of small villages between here and Gardenia, so you know that's there's a small fishing village, and not far from the fishing village there's also Ironwood? Steelwood?
Fishing village.
Steelwood. Yeah, Steelwood.
Steelwood. The lumber community.
And the fishing village is a little bit downriver, you said?
The fishing village is actually a different river. that is
Oh,
north.
gotcha.
That is north from you. That actually heads west. But this one's heading east towards the fort. And to get to the village, the fishing village, it would be probably like 4 days, 3 to 4 days.
I am going to hop onto the shore, and I'm just gonna kind of rinse myself off a little bit. I'm gonna turn and be like, all right, I had my fun. I think it's kind of time I told you guys what I'm up to. Because, you know what? I got a feeling I'm not going to get rid of you, and I unfortunately have a feeling you're not going to get rid of me. So, I think it's time we just come clean on this, all right? We all ended up in these woods for one reason or another. And the shaman woman told me to just pick who I trust very specifically. She told me that there are 3 people in this world you can trust, and you need to know them by sight. And I don't know if you're them, but I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. Thousands of years ago, there was this totem. And theoretically, they said that whoever touches the totem would be given the sight of Bast, an ancient god that, quite frankly, people aren't even sure if it exists. That's why I'm out here. I study at the Wizards Academy. I've been putting together a thesis for years and years, and to the best of my knowledge, it was taken by an individualized group of religious extremists who, at the time, were operating as a subsect up north, but they had like a terrorist organization formed within them. It's a long story. Long story short, they ended up stealing the totem, and they traveled down south to this fort. Now, that's kind of where the record ends. The record gets real hazy after that, because they didn't keep great records. That's just not how they worked. But they did tell stories. Now, over time, obviously, that group disbanded, and not a lot happened. But there is a theory that underneath this fort, there are catacombs. And in those catacombs, that is where we will find the thing. That's what I'm doing. Because with the sight of Bast, I feel I need it for my journey ahead. I feel it in my bones. So that's what I'm doing. And I didn't know how to breach the subject to you, because if I'm being honest, I feel like most of you could kill me pretty easily. And I figured, with a magical item as powerful as this, you might get a little stabby. But I'm a solid dude. All right? In my research, from what I understand, it has multiple uses to a degree. So there could be 1 left, and there could be 1 billion left. There's no way to know. So what I'm saying is we get there, and I'll even be the honorable one in this situation. I'll touch it 3rd out of 4. How do we feel about that?
I would like to see if he's bullshitting us.
Roll 1 insight roll. Roll your deception there, Steven.
Yeah, you just see Arn's glass. You just glassed eye, not like everything just flew past his head. It's like, what?
I rolled an 11.
Mine is a 10 plus my deception of... Where's my deception? 12. Plus 2. My deception's plus 2.
I apologize. I have a train going by. No one could make up all of that. That's just so much. It's gotta, if he's not lying about something, there's definitely got to be truths in there. There's just so much information.
So TLDR, you want us to follow you?
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going one way or another. All right. I'm a little squishy. I'm gonna be real. If you would be so kind as to accompany me, and make sure I don't get stabbed by the bigger objects and evils in this world, I feel like I can make it worth your while. I got all kinds of little inside tricks and tips, you know what I'm saying? But if you'd rather sit this one out, it could be a little dangerous, you know? These catacombs were dug by hundreds, if not thousands, of individual, religious sect members. So who knows what they have down there? So it could be dangerous. I'm not going to lie to you for a second.
So, what you're saying is there are people for us to punch?
Actually, again, they disbanded years ago. From the stories I've heard, this particular fort that they used to be holed up in is abandoned for centuries. I mean, I would say it could be as easy as walking in, grabbing a totem, and walking out. It could be, but I could be wrong. I don't know what kind of safeguards they'd have in place. With the knowledge of Bast that they would have had, the mere amount of magical countermeasures they could have in place, astronomical. But at the same time, the reward that we seek for those possibilities beyond anything you could ever imagine.
I can imagine a bit.
I know you can. So imagine what I just said, and then make it unimaginable. And that's what we're talking about.
So can get us like a big saw that won't break? 'Cause that's what I need. That's what I came for. But now I'm here.
I mean, I'm just going off stories, but the sight of Bast is said to reveal many things. I would like to reach out my hand to shake your hand.
Inspect it for a second. Take it. Shake it.
I'll walk over and I'll grab hold of the shield and pull it out from underneath him and say,
I need this back if I'm going to protect you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Sorry for being a little bit of a little shit. I you know what? That's on me. You caught me off guard. It was a bit of a reflex.
Well, if my neighbor's going, then I'll go too.
Now, the fort is just about a week downstream walking. I say, we take the day, see if we can't hack together a quick raft. Maybe we can cut that time down. I don't see why we should have to walk so hard when we could just float the day away. Marlowe here could play us a couple tunes. I bet you Art plays a mean jug. I mean, we could be there in a week's time, or less. That's what I propose. I say we make a raft. I mean, we're in a forest. We have the wood, you know. But I leave that up to you guys. We can walk if you want. I'm not opposed to it. But I say, why work harder when you can work smarter?
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Not sure I have the tools to make equipment like this, but what the hell?
Well, I can probably
Well,
cut
Daddy,
some trees down with my magic. From there, it's gonna be a little splintery at the base, but you know what? That's whatever.
Well, I am. Well, Daddy and I, we do that stuff anyway with the wood. So, Dad always made sure they have a little cutting thing. So, I take out an axe. Got this thing. Might be able to help us out a little bit. But other than building stuff, I know y'all got to figure that out. But come on, I can help out.
I feel like that is not only exactly what we were looking for, but I feel like it's everything I've ever wanted.
So are you asking me a question?
I'm gonna go cut wood before I start cutting people.
Mm.
I just gotta let one more out. Okay.
All right.
All right, so you are attempting to chop down some logs or chop down some trees and craft yourself a small raft to go downriver. who will you have traipsing back up to cut these logs?
I'll head back up, and I'll use my Eldritch Blast on the base of trees just over and over and over again to see if I can do enough damage to make them fall. And from there, Art can, like, strip them with his axe. That's my plan.
Okay, all right.
I'm cool. Yeah.
Let's see. For crafting, let me see what we should use. I need a character sheet just so I can look at the skill list. Go ahead and give me a straight D20 roll, and roll with advantage because Art is helping you. And are you two down below gonna be handling the crafting part while they're doing the cutting and shearing?
Oh, thank God. Art, thank God you're helping me. That's a nat 1 and a 17.
I think Ariana's not going to be helping because she's not particularly strong, but she will be playing some really killer tunes.
Some like just chill like studying music.
I think some like super like hard like get work done like super like you guys are awesome music.
She's playing I Ran So Far Away by a Flock of Seagulls.
All right. Well, what about you?
As well, if I would have gone up as well, just to make sure that he wasn't going to walk off the edge again.
Okay.
We might need my shield on the way back down.
So, the three of you climb up, and I'm just going to give that to you. And you guys are starting to cut down the trees and keeping an eye on each other. And Ariana's just down below using the acoustics of the ravine to help amplify her music so you guys can hear it just fine. Let's see. For the crafting... Let's go with survival there, Salgris, unless you can think of something else that you could roll to better build.
I'm going to stick with the survival roll because that was a nat 20.
Oh!
This dude's been building rafts since birth. Came out of the womb holding an oar.
It's a 22 total.
22 total, alright. Do any of you have rope on you, besides Art, I believe, mentioning having rope?
I don't know, I do not.
No.
Can I roll a nature and see if I can find some of that long, thin grass you can weave into your own rope?
Go for it.
My nature's not great, but, here's hoping.
You read books about it, like, you just haven't done it in practice.
Yeah. It was a short fucking book.
Oh, no.
Nature. Oh, 9? It's a 9.
So, Art, they're going to be using up pretty much all of your rope, if this is going to be the plan.
If it's what we need, then we'll take it. I'm fine with that.
All right. So, after it does take you some time. It is some grueling work. But you all get enough time doing this. I'll give you a short rest with like off and on helping each other out, taking breaks and resting, and then just chopping wood, keeping each other's, watching each other's backs while there's combat, or for wild animals in case there was combat. So if you have any hit dice you want to spend, or if you have any abilities that you get back on a short rest, go ahead and get those back.
You can roll up to how many hit dice on your short rest?
You can roll all of your hit dice, but your hit dice are equal to what level you are.
Okay, so yeah, I have 2. Yeah, I'll just roll the 1. Yep, there we go.
I can also do play like this really like relaxing tune, and play Song of Rest, so you can get an extra 1d6 hit dice if you want it.
Hell yeah.
No, you're good. I'm back up to full. I'm not sweating it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same here. I'm good and healthy.
All right. After a, an hour of work, with the team effort, you have a rudimentary raft crafted at the top of the ravine.
Oh, let's just, I know it's going to be a little extra work, but it's going to safely get in the water. Let's go ahead and cut down some logs, strip them so that they form, like real nice, like clean cylinders, and we'll lay them out down the hill, and then we can slowly roll it down the logs like they do in like actual, what are they called? Docks, like they do in the actual docks. And then, yeah, we'll get it down nice and safe. Look, you all can even sit back. For a bit, I will personally use my Eldritch Blasts to cut down as many trees as I can, and then right at the very end, you just come through with your axes and strip them. That's it.
Are we gonna do that, or just slide down on it, on the hill, go down? Ooh, just like I did. Probably do the same thing, just like you and Stalgage did. Why not do it on here?
I just don't want it to, it's a rockier terrain. I just don't want it to break.
I didn't break.
You got me there. I leave it up to the group. Yeah, I leave it up. If you guys want to just push it down right here, right now, I'm fine with that.
Toss it down.
All right. Rock and roll, buckaroo.
So I basically go for a running start, and I just start shoving it, and then I just, if anyone wants to ride with me, I just jump on, and just holler out like a big old yeah, and I just go down.
Go ahead and roll an athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on with him just because I don't want it to get away from me once it's in the water.
Go ahead and roll an athletics or acrobatics. Thalgris?
I got 20.
14 total.
16. 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. All of you ride down this makeshift raft, and you guys do just slam it right into the water. Big wave crashes up, heading towards you, Ariana. And once everything settles, you do find that the rope's bindings are a little loose, but everything is still holding together, and you guys are floating just fine.
Ariana's gonna run up and try to jump from the shore to the raft.
Give me athletics.
4.
You come running out and you jump and you just kind of hit the water, and remember it's not that deep, so you just kind of burble. Boosh. So you look kind of like a drowned rat. Just
wait. Ariana, once she gets up on it, sits down and takes her boots off and starts like dumping water out, squeezing at her socks and clothes.
You do find a little bit of there's like a little bit of stringy purple algae kind of like stuck to your clothing from that last dive. But now you're all on the raft and start floating down the river heading towards the east.
Funny, seems like that smell is gone.
Actually, as you guys continue going further east, you do find that the smell of the mushrooms is getting stronger, and there's actually more and more of them, bigger, thicker patches of them found along the shoreline, along the river. And you also find that
I am not a fan of the smell. I would like to take a cloth out, like a cloth rag or something that I would have in my wizard's robes, and just tie it around my face to make like a mask.
This guy pulls out a silk goddamn handkerchief. Silk! Can you believe this?
You just see me just smiling, like, smells like daddy's soup. Can't wait to get some more. Start singing my own little song, like, you do soup, I like soup. Gonna start reaching for some mushrooms if I can reach it for any. Just start pack him into my pouches. Like, we can eat these later.
Okay. Yes. Go put down on your character sheet a handful of do like 5 caps of purple mushroom.
Can I get a like 4-foot long branch out of anything? Can I find myself a nice 4-foot long stick, kind of like a quarterstaff sized piece of something?
Doesn't look like there's anything that is quarterstaff-ish. There's a lot of there's driftwood that's fallen down here, but a lot of the branches are really just mangled. Nothing viable or strong if you're looking for a quarterstaff equivalent.
Not looking for a quarterstaff equivalent, just a length equivalent.
Oh, then yes.
Just like a good, yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick one out, and I just want to tie one of my daggers to the end of it.
Okay.
And make a makeshift spear. I just want to go spear fishing while we're floating down. I'm going to try to get some dinner for everybody here.
Go ahead and make a nature check.
All right. And nope, that's a 4 plus whatever my nature is. It really doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. No, you do see that there's there are fish in the river. It just looks like fish. They look pretty basic. I mean, it looks like it's probably easy to fish. They're not like moving around a whole bunch. So go ahead and roll some survival.
All right. Why, God?
Because you're a demon.
7. Yeah, 7.
7. Yeah.
I hope you guys like hunger for dinner.
That branch I described, it was just too weak. You stabbed it into when you tried to hit a fish. You hit a rock. It snapped the end off, and you guys have already passed over, and you've left a dagger behind.
Damn it.
So go ahead and minus that dagger, unless you want to stop
Yep,
the boat.
already gone. No, already gone.
All right,
She'll be
I'm going to
sitting-
try to take a bite of the mushroom.
You're gonna go and take a bite of the
my
mushroom.
Y'all want some?
Constitution saving
Smell
throw.
good. Constitution? All right.
Constitution.
I just realized something. Can I jump to shore?
We're gonna deal with
Okay,
turnbuckle
that's fine,
right before
that's
you
fine.
jump.
That's fine.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. All right, so you take a bite of it, and you're like, "Hey, you guys want it?" And you just fall right over. Give me a reflex save. Or I'm sorry, dexterity save. 3.5 rules leaking over.
That's a 7.
So he's like, "Hey, you guys want to try some?" And just narcoleptic right over off the side of the raft and into the water.
Can I go to save him?
Yeah. If anyone wants to jump in to try to stop him.
He's gone and done it again. Try and
Well, he's dead.
I'll try and reach out for him.
All right. Go ahead and roll an athletics.
Rolled a fat 3. You know, I'm not trying to brag.
So
Although if it's an athletics, it's a 1.
Okay, perfect.
That was an 8.
What'd you get, Thalgris?
That was an 8.
Hmm?
An 8.
An 8? Ariana, do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna save the kid, I guess.
Give me an athletics roll.
Just
I would
butterfingers this dude.
I just would like to add to this. Once wouldn't have like jumped after him, but when she sees everyone failing so bad at this, she's like, "Let me." You said, which was it? Athletics. An 8.
All right, so this is how it plays out. I got a train going by. I apologize. So Turnbuckle's like, "Hey, you guys want to try this?" He starts to fall into the water. Turquoise reaches out and just catches his boot as it slips off in his hand, and now he's holding onto an empty boot. Thalgris reaches out with both hands and grabs him by the legs as peels his pants straight off, and he falls into the water, and you, like, run to the back of the raft and try to, like, reach out and grab him, and then you just, whoop, and you come up with a shirt. And all three of you are kind of holding these garments, and no Aaron Turnbuckle. Aaron, can you do a con saving throw for me?
We've got to stop the raft. I don't know if we have a good way to do that.
That's a 10.
You all see bubbles come to the surface of the water.
Okay, you guys jump in, and you save him, and I will figure out a way to slow down this raft.
Run to the front of the raft and jump off the front so that the raft will bang into me.
Oh, okay. Use yourself as like a blockade. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll, and I like it so much, you're gonna get advantage. Because you're wearing the heaviest armor.
Advantage because that was a... I don't need the advantage because that was a nat 20.
You're like, hold on. Bloosh. Where you going?
You really just Spider-Man 2'd it.
Ariana is gonna pull her cloak off, throw it down, and then jump in after him.
Okay, make an athletics roll.
This might seem harsh, but they'll thank me later.
5.
So you jump in, and you forgot that you've come from a landlocked country, so swimming wasn't necessarily your pastime. So you're doing okay. You're not drowning, but you aren't necessarily swimming. And Turquoise.
Well, now that I see that somebody is actively nearly drowning next to the guy who is drowning, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in after him. Well, are we gonna drown in a fucking lake?
River.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna hop in right next to Marlo. I'm gonna start drowning with this nat 3. That's fine. I don't need to know what the fucking modifier is. Let's go, Marlo. Me and you just start taking big gulps of this sweet blue. I'm trying to check out.
I will remind you, the water level is here.
Okay, fine. All right, we're fine.
So you're just not swimming. Now he's unconscious, which is why he's under the water. But the rest of you can still breathe.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
not gonna drown you. Episode 2. I'm not that mean.
Oh, you totally should.
Episode 3 and up. That's totally in the game.
All right. I'm going to try my best to help Marlo push against the tide, and I'm going to try to push against the tide. Let's get this kid. We gotta get this kid.
All right, so we're going to start at the top of this new round. Aaron Turnbuckle, give me a Constitution saving throw.
7.
More bubbles rise to the surface. Thalgris, what would you like to do?
I'm going to keep pushing the raft back towards and see if I can't help out.
So you're just pushing the entire raft, like, against the stream?
Yep.
All right, give me an athletics roll. A lot of athletics for this. Very physical.
Something tells me this absolute unit is going to do it. This goddamn... This...
That was a 16 for a 20.
You have no problem pushing against the stream and step after step, just pushing this raft.
Grab hold of it if you can't stand up.
There is this dude fucking fighting an entire river to push a goddamn raft upriver, and meanwhile, a bard and a wizard are 30 feet away going because we can't fucking swim.
Ariana?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach down and grab him just like whatever I can grab when I reach down there blindly and pull him up. No, don't do that to me. Oh no.
Roll athletics.
Okay.
Can I help her with it?
You can definitely help her.
100%.
How are you helping?
I'm just gonna. I figure A, he's like a big dude. It's gonna be hard to pull him up. B, he's waterlogged, double hard to pull him up. C, it's against a current, triple hard to pull him up. I figure maybe leaving this to her alone might be a bad idea.
So you're just kind of helping manhandle.
Yeah. I just want to get this dude's head above water.
All right, Ariana, what'd you get with an advantage gained by Steven?
16.
All right, guys, both of you just dip your bodies underwater and come out. Ariana, you've got him by his hair.
He'll thank us later. It's okay. He's unconscious.
Turquoise?
He doesn't feel any of this.
You got him by the bare foot. The one bare
Oh,
foot.
well, you know.
But
He's fine.
So right now he's kind of doing that pose with like one foot up like the fountain. Can't even see my face. As you're both kind of like holding him up and head is hung down, water pouring from you. But Art, you are breathing just fine. You no longer need to make any saves. I will let you guys bring him to the just turn around and put him onto the raft.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now that you've got him back and you guys all kind of clamber back aboard your raft.
Styx, can you hold the raft for just a little longer? I thought of a huge problem that I know we're going to have down the line, and I want to go remedy it really fast.
Sure.
All right, you think you got it for a few more... Okay, I'm going to hop on shore super quick. I want to grab as much wood as I can so we can make oars. So we can make those, you know those things that they have in Venice where you put the stick on the bottom of the thing and then you turn it like that? Yeah, I want to get at least 2 of those good. I want to get at least 2 of those. And I want to get at least 4 oars together. I want to get enough wood to where I can start carving those out on the raft.
So it looks like there aren't any sticks that have the length and strength that you need for the Venice poles. I can't even think of the word either. I need to go back to school. But
it's a gondola. But I don't know what it's called.
Thank you, gondola.
Yeah, I don't know what the stick is called. The gondola stick.
Gondolas. It's a
all right.
Anyway. So, but you do find enough or wide and sturdy enough branches that you could make some makeshift oars out of them. But no gondola sticks.
I'm gonna throw the makeshift oars on the boat, the ones that I would be able to grab, and then Sticks, you got it for 10 more seconds. I know I'm asking a lot of you here.
Yes, get on with it.
Roll another athletics check because there is a lot more weight on it now that there's people.
14.
14 will do it. So you're holding it. It's straining, but you're doing it.
I'm gonna grab Art's axe. And are there any trees near the edge of the water?
No, all the trees are up above. This entire area is arid and dry. The branches you did find that are kind of oar-like, they're branches that have some foliage, and the foliage that spreads out is kind of like an oar, except a lot of the leaves on there are all like brown and dried and brittle.
All right.
You'd have to climb up the side of the ridge to get to the actual greenery and to the good stuff.
What time of the day is it?
After the short rest, it's kind of the early to midday. I would say it's almost noon.
You guys want to stop for a brief second? Let's get Art under control, or let's get Aaron under control. Let's figure out what's going on with that. Let's make sure he's not poisoned, and then we'll just tie the raft up to the shore here. We'll continue in a minute. How do you feel? We can keep going. I'm all good for continuing the journey.
First things first, he better put on those clothes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. Sensibilities are being pushed here.
I'm just imagining you've pulled out your poor waterlogged friend, and then it's like, all right, you got on there and wrestling for some debris and some driftwood to kind of makeshift, and you get up there and like, what about our friend? And then it's you guys all just trying to wrangle on his clothes while he's just a limp noodle.
I think in all this time, Ariana would have been like making sure that he was breathing and doing what she could do just to make, because that's not her forte. But
medicine check.
I'm taking every single mushroom off of his person and putting them in my bag.
You have
I rolled a
16.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the 16, yes, he's breathing, and better than breathing, he's taking very deep, like calm breaths. There's almost a reverberation sound, just a coming from him.
Well, he's breathing.
All right.
Slap him about a bit.
You slap him about a bit. The very first slap, just, and Aaron Turnbuckle snaps awake, and literally the last thing you blacked out completely. The last thing you remember is literally offering them the mushroom. You don't even remember dreaming or falling asleep or anything.
Hey,
Like,
buddy.
Did you guys still want some? I reach over for my mushrooms. Like,
Your pouches are gone.
where'd they go?
Dude,
Did y'all eat my mushrooms?
Nah, man, you went on a binge, my guy. I mean, just porked them. They must have reminded you of Daddy's cooking something fierce, because hoo-wee. I mean, it looked like Big Papa Schlurp, that guy on TikTok, just down in a bottle of OJ, because gone in the blink of an eye.
The good thing is you actually look a little bigger.
That is true.
Bro, why am I still? Wait, Nah, I don't think so. No, wait, why am I wet? I didn't.
And why are your pants on backwards?
And I just stay quiet and just like, I'm just hoping like I'm remembering back when I was a kid, like hopefully I already don't pee myself.
Ariana looks at him, realizes what he's thinking, or doesn't understand what he's thinking. But no. See, what happened was you took that mushroom, you fell in the water, and we tried to save you, but we ended up just grabbing your clothes, and you, like, I don't know, slithered right out of them. It was real weird, but we saved you, and you're okay.
So you saw me naked?
Yeah.
Look, we're hurt far
I
more than you could ever be. So let's just call it even, and we're going to continue about our days.
By the way, congratulations.
I'm gonna actually feel. First off, I'm feeling more self-conscious about it.
I'm sorry. What was the last thing you said there, Art?
What up? I think I missed that. Can you see that?
Oh, Aaron Jr. has a fat hog.
That was the implication made.
I just said congratulations.
That is now in canon that the half-elf hillbilly is a mean machine.
Have we had enough monkeying about?
Yeah, let's just vibe down this river for a couple hours, and we'll make camp tonight and figure it all out.
The next couple hours going downriver are uneventful. You're able to get in another short rest if one is needed, though it didn't seem like you guys really expended much except humiliation. The river, the ravine on either side starts to plateau out, and it starts to become an even landscape. So now it's no longer a climb to get to the nearest set of woods, but the level of aridness, it has widened beyond. So though the land is flat and you can now see the woods, the nearest set of woods on either side of you do seem to be very dried out husks of trees of what they used to be. They everything's very dehydrated. The bark is like sloughing off. There's lots more patches of the purple mushrooms to where there's not, instead of just like a little small clump, there's like 5 to 6 foot patches that really glumped up together, and some of them are like starting to like kind of grow upon themselves and are starting to gain at least like a foot in height in some patches. You do see that like if you went like, I don't know, a few handful of yards from the tree line, the foliage does get more lush and verdant again. But yeah, the immediate surrounding area is very desert-like. And that's just on either side of you. As you're plateauing out, and you start looking ahead, it does look like you are starting to see the horizon line, and you can see the ocean beyond. So it looks like the river is starting to head towards and pour out into the ocean. Can I get perception checks from everyone? Those are all the freebies I gave you.
That is a 17.
12.
12.
A 3.
All right, so you're tying your boots, retying them. You two are the ones that really notice like your surrounding areas and like are like, okay, things are plateauing out. Hey, things are getting drier. Turquoise, you are drawn towards looking to the north. Yes, seek me, you hear whispered in your mind's ear. And you notice that to the north there is a hill, and at the top of the hill there is that abandoned fort that pokes out above the tree line. So there's you see the woods, and then the hill pops up, and it's a wooded hill, and at the top of it you don't see the entire thing. You just see a couple of old like towers and crenellations that are poking out from the tree line top, but you do see the ruins.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have arrived. Let's take this bad boy off to shore, and let's come up with a game plan here. If you guys are good with that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna try to start maneuvering the raft off to the shore, so we can just dock it for the night.
That should be easy enough.
Okay.
I was just about to say that should be easy enough with Thalgris' help. He's the
Yeah, no
powerhouse.
kidding. This goddamn monster over here just taking it. I'm gonna start a campfire. And
do you have a flint and steel, or a bit of fire magic, or are you going to try to rub two sticks together?
I do have a tinderbox.
Okay.
So I'll start a campfire, and then I want to go into the forest, and I'm looking for... Let me see here. I'm looking for 3 feathers of a blackbird. I'm looking for 2 sticks gnarled by time. And I am looking for a single red flower. That's what I'm looking for.
Are you telling me or the group?
Yes, both. I let them know I need to go find these items. I will be back. Enjoy the fire. Eat anything if you have it. But I have to go do something before we continue.
So go ahead and make your survival roll for the fire. What does everyone else want to do while he's getting that started?
19.
Yep. You somehow you kept it from getting waterlogged, and you're able to start a fire just fine.
Targus will sit down and take out some incense and just light it up. It smells a bit like cinnamon, and we'll just start meditating.
All right. Give me a religion roll when convenient.
That's an 11.
All right. You've sent your prayers to your God and have centered your thoughts, but you don't. Nothing different. You know, your faith is strong. Anything for Ariana or Turnbuckle?
Do I recognize the area? Do I kind of tell I'm close to home, or?
This is definitely further east from home than you've been. Usually you don't go out to the east very far from your section of woods because you're a little bit north from the Two Rivers fishing village, and then from there is you go further west to Guardiana, and east there's not much else that you would ever need. There's no it leads to the coastline. It's generally just more dangerous and more wild. So it's not necessarily like you know this is a dangerous area and not very populated. But other than that, no general knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna just go they're like, well, I have no idea where we are. Hey, you play stuff? Can you play something cool? I want to dance a little bit. Time.
Yeah. Ariana sits down. Do what? What was it?
Ariana starts playing Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah, she's playing Flock of Seagulls, Iran, but she's playing it bluegrass style.
Little audience pandering.
Yeah.
I'm just
but
hearing it in my mind's ear again.
But she's playing it because she thinks since he's like a little bumpkin, maybe he'd appreciate a little bluegrass or something. A little Zydeco, maybe.
Aaron Jr., I know for a fact he's a smooth jazz man through and through. If I know one thing about Aaron Jr., it's nothing but the classics of Charles Mingus for him.
All right. So as she's playing, I'm gonna look for some sticks that kind of have a similar shape to spoons, and I want to start see if I can start playing some spoons right next to it.
Excellent. You guys start forming your band. So you got some great meditation music going. And then Turquoise sneaks off by himself to hunt down material components.
Yeah, I don't sneak off. I make it very obvious that I'm leaving. I don't want to be I'm not trying to be shady right now.
He flourishes away.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I'll be back. I gotta go get some stuff. Give me a sec. So yes, I'm going to get my components.
Okay, go ahead and give me a nature or survival for looking for those ingredients.
Okay, and I'm gonna go nature on that.
Au natural.
Okay, that's gonna be a 14.
14? Let's see. You're looking for old branches. Heck, you have some of those as your paddles. And all the other dried up, decayed woods. This is a very old wood. The Blackbird Feathers. Give me an athletics check.
All right. Damn it. Nat 1. I don't quit looking at your camera like that.
take 2 points of damage. You do find your Blackbird Feathers, but
God.
when climbing into a tree to get them, the bird was still there and had pecked at you, and you'd fallen.
Fair enough.
I had to do something with a 1.
And
you do find your material components.
okay, and the red flower I also found. We're good.
Red flower? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna be nice and let the dice decide. Yeah, red flower, no problem.
Perfect.
It's a small little nothing fancy like a rose or anything. It's just a little wildflower.
Perfect.
But you do have to travel a little further past the arid lands.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a. What is your passive perception?
My passive is 13.
13.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Passive wisdom? Yeah, passive wisdom. 10. Sorry, 10.
When you get out into the verdant area, and you've finally plucked your red flower, and you start to return back to camp, you feel there are eyes watching you from the verdant forest. Can't make out from where, but you get that uneasy feeling. The spider sense tingles.
Is it starting to get dark?
It is, let's see, you guys have traveled there, you guys landed, it's afternoon. You got a few hours before it starts getting dusk to dark. And everyone back at camp did hear a thud.
Oh, when I hit the...
And probably, I'm guessing I'm okay.
I am going to turn towards the woods and kind of do a scan. And with a stick in the dirt, I'm going to draw a triangle with a cross going through it and 2 X's on either side of the 45-degree angled sides of the triangle. And then using my thaumaturgy cantrip. Hold on, let me make sure I have the right one here. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I don't know how I managed to not pick that up. Unbelievable. That's fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I don't have it. Disregard.
You sketch some arcane sigils in the ground as some sort of ward or warning to whoever might be watching.
Yeah. I can't do the fancy thing that I was gonna do, but yeah, I'll just do that. I'm gonna return to the campfire. And as I pass Styx, I wanna pass real close behind Styx. Behind Thalgris, sorry. I want to pass real close behind Thalgris. And just as I pass, in Draconic, I'm going to whisper, "There are eyes in the forest." And if I recall correctly, let me see. Hold on. I think I actually, yeah. I also want to pass right behind our good friend, Aaron. And if I remember correctly, let me see. In Elvish, to Aaron, I want to whisper the same thing.
And the message was that, what was
There are eyes in the forest.
Eyes in the forest.
And I want to whisper to a little friend over there, like, "Oh yeah, they're ours."
You know what? You know what? Turquoise has considered himself to have done everything he could do for him. He just sits down. I've done what I can.
So Ariana, just want to put it into perspective for you. The lizard man comes walking back, and he's kind of his back kind of upright, and he walks past and and then he keeps walking. He walks past turnbuckle and
as I sit down, I don't want to leave her out. Without a doubt, I don't want to leave her out. I do want to look at her and kind of like make my eyes a little wide, so maybe she'll understand I'm trying to send a message. and say, Bard, do you know the tune they watch from the Gilded Trees? I'm trying to make it sound like it's like would actually be a song title. So I look at her and I go, Bard, do you know the song They Watch from the Gilded Trees?
Is that the one that goes like, the gilded trees have eyes, they have eyes and they watch. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, it's that one. But then in the second verse, it's kind of like a lullaby. How it talks about as we fall asleep. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I got a friend.
Mushrooms down.
I got a friend in another town. I would love it if you played it for him when we get there. I was just thinking about it while I was off grabbing my components.
Okay. Now, do I really understand him? Like, do I need to like do some kind of roll to make sure I understand what he's trying to tell me?
Go ahead and roll an insight roll.
Okay.
But I think he was being rather obvious. The DC's going to be really low.
Yeah.
Here comes that nat one, baby.
It's a 12. It's a 12.
Yes. You can totally understand what he's hinting at.
I'm gonna start making this intricate upside down cross with the components I have, and then using the feathers, I want to create like a circular, kind of like a Celtic cross, but upside down. And then at the very top, put the red flower. And as I do it, I want to look at Thalgris and say, would you mind if I borrowed some incense for this? I just need to waft this.
Grudgingly, I'll give you a small amount.
Okay, I'm just going to waft the scent over it. And as I do it, I kind of look at Thalgris and I look at Aaron and I look at Ariana, and I'm like, now, this is old magic. I honestly can't tell you if it's going to work. But theoretically, this will allow Bast to look unto us, and as we get close to him, us unto him. Now, again, this is all sacred text. This is all old shit. I can't promise you it's real, but I'm a man of science here. And I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to go up to Aaron and be like, may I bless you with the cross of Bast?
Will it hurt?
No, of course not.
I look over to Algris like, should I do that?
That's exactly what he means, but he hasn't hurt us so far. He just threatens it a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure. I kind of like, yeah, if it doesn't hurt, okay.
And in common, I'm going to wave it over his shoulders and forehead and just say, Bast be with us, see us now, and then I'm going to walk up to Ariana and ask to do the same thing.
I don't see why not.
All right, Bast be with us, see us now. And I'll walk up to Thalgris and I go, I know you're a man of your own religion, so I ask humbly, will you accept the blessing of Bast?
No. The blessing of
Alright.
Shar is all I need.
Understandable. Again, this is shaky magic. It's old texts. I can't even promise it does anything. And I'm going to bring it over my own shoulder and go, Bast, be with me. See me now. And then I will take it and cast it into the fire and just put my head down for a bit as I just allow it to burn in the campfire.
Turquoise.
One more time.
Turquoise.
I missed that entirely.
Only you hear it, and it's just a whispered, yes. A pleased sound to the voice. After your blessings, what does the party wish to do? They have a campfire set up near the bank of the river. It looks like it would be about probably a day's travel through the woods to get to the keep. Uphill through snow. No snow.
I'm gonna offer to take first watch because I heard something out there, and I don't trust it.
Does anyone actually have any rations on them? Since you did fail to go fishing earlier.
Yes, I do.
Well, somebody stole my mushrooms.
So I have one person.
Yes, I do
that
have
has-
rations. Yes.
Okay. Do you have enough for the whole class?
I don't think. I have
Yes,
enough.
I actually probably can share one.
How is the party doing on their foodstuffs? Does anyone else have any on them?
Nope, I'm cleaned out.
Okay.
Nope.
So, Thalgris procures, describe, what do your people, sent on your missions have as their, travel goods? What's your daily meal?
Fish. No, it is just a combination of different varieties of small fish. Some that are quite small, maybe about sardine size, but there's lots of them, and maybe a few bits of flour and bread molded in with it.
Okay, alright, so you got some smoked fish and some dry tack?
Correct. Yep.
Alright. So yes, it is a sustainable meal, and it's got some flavor to it, a bit dry. Guys have water supply by any chance?
I do have a water skin.
Okay. If there, I see Styx is nodding his head, so I'm guessing you both have water supplies.
Water as well. Yes.
All right, so between the two of you, you should have enough for all four of you for today. And you said you're going to be taking first watch there, Stephen. There are usually people do it in watches of 3, unless you guys want to break it up into each having a watch. Who would like to take the next shift?
I can take a longer shift since I don't need to sleep so long. So,
Elf, right.
want me to take a longer shift?
Yeah, we can do that.
Morning shift.
Okay. And
I'm sleeping.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
sleeping the
Ariana,
whole
you get to
time.
sleep in. Okay. So go ahead and give me a perception roll, all 3 of you, and we'll see how this night turns out.
I am also going to cast Disguise Self as Thalgris all night.
Awesome.
He's the biggest, scariest dude in the party. If someone's going to step to the camp, I want them to be like, I don't want to know.
To look like that, you need to do this as well.
And I'll use Thaumaturgy to make my eyes look red.
Nice.
Oh.
I look at him making his eyes red, and I'm like, I can do that too, and I poke myself in the eyes. Look.
Just gouge your own eyes out in the middle of our campfire.
And I'm playing it off because I got a 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll with disadvantage after poking your eyes, but 7 will do.
I got a 19 on the perception.
Okay, nice. And what'd you get there, Steven?
I got a 2.
Bollocks.
I'm really focusing on looking like freaking Thalgris.
All right. First shift, Steven. You do not see anything during your shift, and it goes uneventful.
Can I consider it weird that I don't see anything just because I do still have an uneasy feeling
Yes.
from earlier?
It
So I
does
do
feel weird.
Okay, and then Art's up next, if I recall correctly. As we're changing shifts, I do want to like pull him aside and be like, I found this like crazy cool thing. And as we go to the side, in Elvish, I just want to say, whatever is in the woods is silent. And it shouldn't be. And I'm just gonna go and tuck myself into bed, and would tuck myself into my sleeping sack, or whatever I have, the dirt, I don't know. And
I don't know what you're carrying, so yeah, you're sleeping. I'm just imagining you're all just huddled around the fire.
Yeah, I don't think I have a sleeping sack. Oh no, wait, hold on, do I? Nope. Nope. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my backpack as a headrest, and I'm wary. I'm real wary. It's not a good sleep for me. I don't trust it.
You fall eventually into a restless sleep, toss and turn. There's nervousness and snoring. Art, you rolled a 7, correct? Okay. In the middle of the night, everything is quiet. You look around, everything seems just fine. But I'm going to have to make you do a roll. Because maybe everything isn't so fine. Let's see here. Can you go ahead and roll for me a wisdom saving throw?
That's going to be an 11.
Wonderful. So, you're keeping your eyes out. Everything's very quiet. And then you turn and look over. And you see a beautiful woman. At least, you think it's a woman. For her skin has striations that flow up and down her body, and her hair is, it must be very tight and wound. It's almost like a bush. It is it looks like maybe this person has disguised themselves in camouflage with the natural environments around them. And she comes up to you and she speaks perfect Elvish. Like, you've never heard your home language spoken so eloquently. Oh, you've come to help us, yes?
You're pretty. You know my mama?
No, but I can help you find her. If you can help me, I'm looking for a child.
Well, I'm a child, but I don't think you'll help me find my mom. I know where she is. She went that way. I know.
You're a child? And she takes a couple steps closer to the fire, and she kind of winces away from it and shields her eyes. But she kind of kneels down a little closer to you. And you see that the camouflage on her is actually her skin. Her skin is like bark. Her hair is like leaves in a shrub. And her eyes are this piercing green and very otherworldly. Very enchanting about them. You are under the spell of charm. I will point out now. But so anything she's asking right now, be as truthful as you can within your character's knowledge. You're... And everyone else at this time, go ahead and make a perception check. You're a child. Then you can help me. Please. And she offers you her hand. Follow me. I need of your help. My fellow child of the forest.
I guess I can. What you need help with?
I need help creating more of my kind. The rest of you, what did you roll?
9.
You are asleep.
23.
You are awake.
16.
You are also awake. So you gently wake up. It's not like you're even like abrupt or scared or worried or snap awake. You just hear like a soft tone, a soft, beautiful. It almost sounds like music, especially to you, Ariana. The voice is so beautiful. You mistake it for almost like soft singing that someone might sing to like a newborn, very lulling and very quiet and lilting. But you do slowly wake up, both of you, and if you turn to look, you will spot this tree lady who is starting to walk into the wood or walk away from the fire with art in hand.
What's happening? Who is this? What are you? Where are you leaving? Who is it? What's happening?
Art, where you going?
Well,
Art.
this pretty lady needs help, so she asked me, and I'm gonna go help her.
Help with what? Ariana gets up and starts walking towards them.
Please don't let them stop me. Please, they'll hurt me. Art, you want to protect her. You feel like that whatever she's asking for is very, very important, and you will do everything in your power to not let anyone stop her.
Well, we're gonna go right now. Y'all can be fine. Y'all stay here. I'll be back. We're just don't worry. All right, I'm just gonna go with this lady, and we'll be fine. Just don't worry. We're gonna go right now. Okay?
Look, I don't want to cock block or whatever this is, but you know he's a kid, right?
None of you can help me. He is the only one.
See, I'm good. Y'all need to, just let me go take care of this, and y'all stay right here.
You haven't told me what.
She gently keeps pulling at Art's hand, and he's slowly walking with her while he's like, doing that whole like getting like dragged along and having a conversation, kind of like a mom tugging at her child.
No, this is not happening. And I walk forward and grab his other hand.
Give me
yank it.
Oh, what?
Was it?
I try to yank it away.
Yeah, so go ahead and both of you do Ariana, make an athletics check, and Turnbuckle, make a athletics or acrobatics check.
15.
That's good athletics from you.
We are at the same 15.
Ooh, okay. I would say go ahead and just both roll again.
12.
10.
All right, so you've grabbed upon his hand, and now it's that whole tug of war, and he's like being pulled back and forth. Thalgris, is there anything you wish to do? And Turquoise, you can go ahead and make another roll to wake up, another perception check.
I'm just going to walk along slowly up behind Ariana as well, just not to necessarily get involved, but just stay close in case anything happens.
Okay. And what was that?
Sugar plums and sheep, baby. Sugar plums and sheep.
Is that a
That's a
description?
4.
Oh,
That's a 4.
Sugar plums and sheep, and sugar plums shaped like sheep, and sheep that are shaped like sugar plums.
Yep, just
a fever dream.
I'm gonna sleep through Aaron's murder.
Not murder. No, not murder. Okay. So now that you're both pulling, I'm going to call an initiative. Just because this is kind of a bit of a struggle. You guys are about 30 feet from the nearest wood line, but you're only like 10 feet from your fire and another 10 feet from the river.
I'm going to reach forward and touch Ariana on the shoulder and just be muttering a prayer quietly under my breath and give her advantage on the initiative roll.
Ooh, okay. So yes, everyone go ahead and roll me some initiative. And I should probably have a writing utensil of some kind.
I'm gonna just say my initiative is 0.
No, please have an initiative.
Okay.
Just it'll give you a chance to wake up every turn.
20 from me.
Woohoo!
Shit. Hold on, I think I might have just did so. Yeah, 20 for me as well.
All right.
That's a 19.
I
plus
got a
1.
15.
15.
Where was that
Oh,
19
two,
when
but-
I needed to save this boy?
I rolled a 2, but I have a -1, so it's a 1.
Oh, buddy, you're just a big old tank.
Just ready to end every round with just a haymaker.
just
Just a fucking...
just Kirk from Star Trek, just hammer blows
Yep.
everywhere.
Yup.
So good. Okay, so top of the round is definitely Ariana.
Okay. I am going to say, from a role-playing perspective, that I did not grab anything. Because that wouldn't make much sense. I was just waking up. I don't think I would have grabbed everything before I headed this direction.
Okay.
So given that, I am going to just give him a sharp yank to try to dislodge him from her grasp.
Okay. Go ahead and make another athletics check. Art, you're also able to make a counter athletics or acrobatics.
19.
Yeah.
21.
Gah!
Damn. I mean, he's built for it, honestly, but damn, I was really hoping. Okay. So you try to grab hold of his arm and yank him back, and he just snaps away from it. And with his training, he twists his wrist just right to get between your thumb and finger and gets out of your grip. And so you are no longer grappled, except by the creature lady, but she's not like really holding on to you. So you have lost the grapple, but you do have some movement if you would like to take some or any bonus action.
Yeah, I think we'll move over to her. So just take a few steps over to her and look her in the face and say, "Let him go."
Okay, all right. So yeah, you're right face to face with her, and you are seeing that she is literally otherworldly. This is not a normal a regular citizen, I guess. With all the different sentient races that you would see in a city. This isn't someone who goes to a city. This is definitely something otherworldly. And yeah, do you have any bonus actions or anything that you need to perform?
That's
right.
it.
No problem. So I gotta stare off with the otherworldly lady. Leave my boy alone. Turquoise Ferguson, you can attempt to wake up again.
Come on. I rolled a 19 last time. Come on, baby. Don't let me down like you always do. 17! Thank God!
You do wake up this turn. You will not be able to do anything, but you are awake. It's something you do at the end of your turn, unfortunately. Sorry, Steven. All right, next in the order is Art. So, Turnbuckle. She's trying to stop you from helping this poor woman.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn to the lady. That's the polite lady. That's and just wants me to help.
Mm-hmm.
I look over like, if you please. I look down like I like try to be all as polite as I can and ask her to release my hand.
Oh, does
If
so.
you please, let me take care of this real fast. I stick my hand. I stick one hand into one of my pouches, but I'm gonna walk up to Ariana and go, "Hey, stay out of this, okay? She came to ask me, not you. Now back off." And I'm literally gonna just hold my action if she does something.
So what action are you holding, and what do you plan on doing? And what is
I'm
the
gonna throw
trigger?
dirt in her. I'm gonna throw dirt in her face.
If she does something forward, you're throwing dirt in the eyes. All right. Excellent. Then it is my turn. No, you will leave my boy alone. And she's going to cast Entangle on the two of you, Marlowe and Styx, or Ariana and Ethalgris. Sorry. I believe that's a dexterity saving throw from both of you. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a strength saving throw.
5.
Did you say 1?
24 total.
Sorry.
So, nat 20. It was a nat 20 for 24 total.
Nice. So, vines begin to erupt out of the arid soil, and an interesting detail is that these tendrils that come out, that they start out looking lush and green, but then as soon as like they grow to their full length, the tips of them start becoming arid and dried out and brittle looking, just like the rest of your environment. The tendrils wrap up and around, and Thalgris, you just grab and just rip them away from you, and they tear and break apart underneath your fingertips. Ariana isn't so lucky, as the tentacles wrap up and entwine, and now you're kind of at an awkward angle and captured, but still face to face with her, as she now has a smug smile, like in your face. See here. And then she will continue moving slowly towards the wood line. And let me double check something. Restrained. Okay, so Ariana, she is moving away from your areas. You do get an attack of opportunity, but it will be with disadvantage because of your restrained status. So if you wish to make that, you're more than welcome to.
I'm going to try to right hook her, because that's all I got.
Yeah, hooker.
Let's see. That's a 12.
12. A 12 hits?
Nice.
I throw dirt in her face.
That is true. Oh, nope, that is true. So the dirt goes flying first. So go ahead and Art, give me an attack.
At advantage because she's entangled, right?
That is true. At advantage because she is entangled.
I'm not trying to fuck up Marlowe here. You know, I'm not trying to be the we did
No, hey,
last time.
I do not mind rules lawyering. I always want to be held accountable to keep things legit by the book.
No, I just really want to see how far into the hell we can dig Art.
And
What was that?
I said no. I just really want to see how. Oh, okay, sorry.
Sorry. What was that, Art? 10. Ariana, what's your AC?
Oh, God.
I'm guessing higher than 10.
Yeah, 13.
And Art, did you roll with advantage?
I did.
Okay.
First roll was a natural 1.
Oh.
So
That's why advantage is handy, just to stop the fumbles. All right, so yeah, you get your arm in just the right angle that you can like slip out from the vines, and you take a swing at her, and this bag of dirt basically comes throwing at you, and it hits like the vine next to your head, but it didn't untie, so it just kind of hits and then falls to the ground in a contained pouch. And go ahead and what is your strength modifier?
-1.
So you automatically do 1 damage from your punch.
Okay.
But when she struck, how dare you? And you see that her blood's almost like predator blood. And a couple drops hit the ground, and immediately grass and some foliage and flowers start growing from that spot.
He's like 12, you predator.
I walk back. I am not 12. I turned 17 last week. So shut up. All right, lady, let's go.
Oh, scheisse. Okay, so let's see. After that, I have... Okay. Done and done. All right, then. So top of the round, we're going with Marler. Or wait, I'm sorry. No, we have one. I forgot one. I'm so sorry, Thagris. Please.
Thagris will grab hold of his symbol and he'll just start looking up in the sky and speaking some words to his goddess.
O mistress of the night, bring your blessings upon thee, and
with that, you will see a sphere start to form around Stalgris. It's about 30 foot wide. It's quite dark in dim light, and it will end an effect of charmed or frightened from any creature that is in this bubble, or I can choose to give temporary hit points to that creature, and it lasts for a minute. It is my channel Divinity.
Wonderful. The glow that comes out and away from you, you can feel your god's presence, and I don't know how you can feel a smile, but you do. And Art, you hear a secret told into your ear. She wishes to transform you. Resist. Break away. And your charm effect falls from your eyes. And this now otherworldly plant lady, it's like, yeah, she's kind of pretty if you're a plant, but it's kind of that eldritch fear of, like, this is something wholly unnatural and frightening. It's like, it's kind of like when you look at, like, a big cat, like a leopard. It's like, it's beautiful, but you also realize it's dangerous as hell. Way to go, Thalgris. Okay, so now we go back to the top of the round for Ariana within the vines.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to do a jab at her face.
She did move away from you. When,
she did.
Yeah, she did take the jab, but she did continue her movement. So she's only like 15 feet away. She was like, bam, and she was just like kind of staggered and like walked forward and turned back. Just like.
So I guess I'm just gonna try to get out of this entanglement, right? Am I still in the?
Yeah. So you do a strength saving throw.
Oh. 1. I have a -1 in strength, and I rolled a 2.
So you're like, oh, you start to fight it, and then you're. Have you ever just like gotten angry when trying to entangle a knot, and then you ended up making it worse?
Yeah.
That's your body.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions or?
Nope.
Okay. Because I want to point out that you can do bardic music without an instrument. I just don't know if that takes a bonus or not.
That action is a bonus action, yeah.
Because all you have to do is sing or hum.
Yeah, I think I'll give that inspiration. I'll give some inspiration. So Ariana struggles and like lets out this sort of like belts out this like and like it goes and it metal and then it just kind of like drifts out of her mouth, like the notes almost become visible, and they go around Thalgris, give him bardic inspiration for the next round.
You can hear the metal surround you like a layer of grace, more than your god, not better, just added.
At the end of your turn, you will get 6 temporary hit points.
Oh.
That's cool.
All right. And then, Steven, the demon, you have awoken. You can have an action now.
I did see her get punched, right?
Yes.
And there was blood.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. And I'm going to yell, "The hills have eyes!" And I cast my cantrip, Toll of the Dead. She has to survive a wisdom saving throw of 14.
She does. Is there any half damage?
Oh. Let me take a look. Hold on. Let me see. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8. Yeah, no, I think she's just fine.
So is this Toll the Dead?
Yeah.
So, as you, the hills have eyes instead of the hills have eyes and the Sound of Music. Wait, two wrong things. As you try to toll the dead, and the echoing hollow gong sound that you would normally hear when finishing this incantation just muffles and falls flat, and maybe there's just too much acoustic magic going on in the air, but your spell falls flat, unfortunately.
I still have a bonus action, right?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna hex her. And God, do I know that he was charmed?
You just know that he was kind of pulling away from the friends, threw a bag at your entangled friend, and then the big dragon went whoom with a bubble around him. But you haven't seen Aaron take an action yet to determine what his allegiances are. But you also haven't seen him necessarily attack anyone. He just threw a bag.
I'm going to cast the hex on the lady, and I want it to affect all of her charisma ability checks.
Okay, all charisma ability checks are now disadvantage.
Perfect. And also, any damage I do to them, I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic.
Oh, okay.
At the end of your turn, you get 5 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Turquoise.
thank you.
Sorry, just checking a couple things. Okay. All right. So after that, it's Art. What does Turnbuckle do now that he's kind of broken free?
So I look at the plant lady like, you're a tree. Why are you talking? And why is my friend over there all wrapped up in those old vines? Is that some kind of kink or something? I don't know.
Don't kink
I'm
shame me.
confused.
Kink shaming's my kink.
So I just kind of like I stand there scratching my head. It's like I'll ask everyone, "Hey, is something bad going on right now?"
A little bit.
Should I hit this person or should I help her?
I'm all for equality. Swing away.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Get the bark lady.
Get the bark. Get the. Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna look over to her, and like, hey, pretty lady, I got a question real fast. You want to come down here for a minute?
No, child, please come to me. Please come to me.
She's tall. She's like significantly taller than me, so she's like crouched down, right? Or
she is like 6 foot something, lithe, very ectomorphic, and she is about like 10 feet away from you. Trying to lure you into the woods.
I'm like, oh ma'am, I need you over here. If you want me to help you, I've left a ding. I'm gonna get my bag. I lost my bag. I'll be able to help you. Give me one second. And then I'm gonna, I don't know what she said. I'm gonna go talk to them. Back. I'm gonna go get some action out. Drop my axe on the floor next to our entangled friend, and walk over to the tree lady with my bonus action. I'm assuming I can do that. Stick my hand in the back bag of dirt.
I was gonna say dropping the item is not an action. You get one free drop of anything you're holding.
All right, then good. That's good. And now I'm gonna walk over to her with a hand inside one of my pouches. Just not gonna take the whole pouches. In one of my pouches with some dirt clumped up in my hand, ready to go over to her and see if I can get her lean close to me and just gonna slap her in the face with some dirt.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
It's a 10.
10 does not hit. So you pull out the dirt and you go to smack her across the face with it, and she just glides along the grass, like her feet were like in the ground, and the ground just shifted her back just a foot away, just missing. Bonus attack?
I've unlocked my key points, so I'm gonna go attack these flurry of blows, but I'm gonna call it the 1-2 punch. I'm gonna go sucker punch you real fast.
All right. So you get to make 2 attacks now with the bonus. All right. Swing away, Meryl.
Get him, Red.
First one, 16.
Hit.
Second one's also 16.
Hit. Was there anything else that your key fists do?
They just hurt real bad.
All right.
That is, first one he does 4, and the other one does 3.
All right, 7 damn damage. Where to put my utensil for right? All right. So you're like, hey, let me say, just she slides away, and then you come diving in, and this surge of strength, this extra oomph that you never really had before until, like, you know, your life has been in danger these last couple of days, and this inspiring feeling just drives home the 1-2 punch that you've been drilling and practicing for weeks on end, and you finally get to display it in action as you 1-2 the woodland lady, and she throws back like one shot to the stomach and one to the face, and she falls back. How dare you! I am a dryad of the mighty woods, and you shall not get in our way.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Just quick question. Everything around here is dry as shit, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. That is all. Continue with what you were doing.
No problem. So she kind of pulls off the scene from Lord of the Rings with the elf queen. You will have a glorious queen. So she gets all like kind of magic-y and angry as opposed to ethereal and otherworldly beauty. And she when she starts billowing out like this, her skin begins to grow and harden and encase, and she is covered in a harder bark-like carapace that has formed over her body. And then she also, Art, you may take a attack of opportunity as she also begins to flow backwards towards the tree line.
You also get 3 temporary hit points.
Just hitting us with the buffs, Thalgris.
I go for a punch. I whiff the punch, but I pretend I didn't miss and let her go. I got a 2.
Ooh, okay. No, so she does move herself back to the tree line that were 15 feet away. These are the dry, dead woods. But she does, like, she gets right up next to them, and then her own foliage and skin tone kind of slowly chameleon to match the dry, dead woods that she's next to. And then... you see her arm kind of hold out, and vines and branches and stuff start to grow off of her arm until her arm has extended into what looks like a long shillelagh. Just to name the spell directly. And that is her turn. And now it goes to Styx.
I'm just going to bend down and pick up the axe and hand it off to Ariana.
You can deal with this, right? I'm going after her.
Yeah.
And then I'll look in the direction of this tree woman, and you'll start to see the flames appear from my fingertips that look very purple and glow quite brightly, and I will cast Sacred Flame.
That's a dexterity saving throw on my end, correct?
Correct, yes.
12.
That meets.
Oh! So, the purple flame focuses into your hand. And as you let it loose and it flies out, it comes towards her, and she just knocks it aside with her shillelagh arm. And the purple flame toughs to the ground and just smolders and dies.
I will give myself 4 temporary hit points and end my turn.
And you are, I know that the range on that spell is pretty good. You are about, about 30 feet away, if there's any movement you would like to make.
I think I'll stay where I am protecting the rest, but no, it's a 60-foot range on that, so...
I knew it was a long range. In playing in another game, my partner's playing a cleric that has never... I think it was like her 4th adventure when she finally hit with Sacred Flame. It had not been good for her. Everything we were fighting had dex space. All right. After that, we're going to go all the way back to the top. Ariana?
So about how far away am I from her? Just out of curiosity.
So she is about, let's see, he was there, you were there, he was there, she's 15 feet. So it's about 20, 25 feet away.
Okay. So I'm going to now having the axe, try to get out of this entanglement using the axe.
I will give you advantage on your strength saving throw, just because not only was a axe dropped at your feet at first and then handed to you. You've had 2 people help you.
Yeah. 14.
14? Just one more. So you're still, you're like, I can't get enough swing. You're chopping at it. You're getting some good hunks out of it, but you just can't get the power behind it to cut yourself free. You're so close. You're so close.
I thought you said you had this.
I thought I did. I am going to use my bonus action to give another Bardic Inspiration. I am going to give this to our boy. So as I'm doing this and I'm frustrated again, I give that another and it like comes out of my mouth and goes straight for him.
Aaron Turnbuckle is wrapped within the metal. Okay, so
The
you've
metal
got
will live on.
No, you're only rocking half the time. The other half your time, you're breathing in. Well, Jack Black. All right. So, Steven.
I think she just gave us a key piece of information. I'm going to try to end this fight before it starts. This is going to hurt, but shout out to Thalgris. I think you're going to save me. I'm going to reach into our fire and grab a burning log. And I'm going to walk right up to her. And I'm going to say, if this is truly your forest, you have 2 options. you leave, and I don't do anything. Or we kill you, and then I burn down your forest.
So this is an intimidation check?
I'm gonna say so.
Go ahead and roll it.
17 plus 2, 19.
Oh, I forgot. You have a silver tongue. All right. And... You wouldn't dare. And you see fear in her eyes. And the...
I hold out the burning log, and I just lift my pinky and stare at her right in the eyes.
Take 5 points of fire damage.
100%. I knew it was coming. Yo, shout out Falgris. You totally made it totally okay.
The temp HP.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Falgris.
She's like putting her hands up, and the shillelagh sinks away and back into her arm, and she takes a few timid steps back. She's like, please, we're dying. We needed the boy. There aren't many of us left. And that will... So she is non-combative as of right now. Next would be Art.
At the end of Turquoise's turn, you get 6 hit points back again.
Oh, I get 6.
I feel good.
Yeah, no, I gained health by being an idiot. Thank you so much. Oh man, you're really keeping me afloat, my guy.
For you as well, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, so if I see you again, I burn it all down. This is your last warning. Goodbye.
Successfully intimidated. Art, Aaron Turnbuckle.
I'm gonna walk towards our little fiery friend at the moment, and as I'm walking, I'm gonna ask the lady, like, well, you know, if you just asked nicely instead of doing whatever you did to me, you never know, we could have actually helped you. But here's the thing, though. I'm confused why you need a kid to help you. You know, I'm just, I'm a kid. How do you expect that to happen? But unless you want it for something else, then that's kind of scary. And I kind of well, how do you say, like squeeze my legs together, kind of like you know, if you have to go pee, like as I say that, like if you need something like that, I don't know. Again, I'm still a kid. But y'all still could have asked, and now you know you're lost. So
Children are the only ones that can make the conversion safely.
Well, then it's time for you to die out.
Huh?
Time for you to die out. If you're just kidnapping kids, sorry, gotta go.
Wait. You say conversion. What's that? Is that like a version of a con, or you know, like what is it?
If you guys wish, we can end combat order, and we can just have a dialogue, and you can be released. The vines do shrivel and fall away from you, Ariana. And she is placated, and she is just scared now, as you're just. And she continues her explanations, like the conversion to become a child of the forest, where you will be immortal. We are kind of been hunted, and there are only few of us left. The invaders, they've culled us. They've harvested us. We just wish for our people to survive.
invaders, like what? Like, here's the thing. I get you. I'm a child of the forest too, kinda. My daddy and I, we're loggers. We live about some way that way. Whatever. I don't know. And I
Loggers.
get you. We love the forest. Well, yeah.
Oh,
How else are we gonna make a house?
You just told a forest spirit you cut down trees for a living. Fuck! Oh, I'm gonna have to kill her and burn down the forest. Her blood and the forest blood is on your hands, Aaron. It's on your hands. Look, I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna commit a minor genocide because of you. And
Wait. So wait, I'm doing a bad thing then. Don't do it yet. Want to talk to her. So, am I doing a bad thing by cutting down trees? Because if I didn't cut down trees, I would not have a house. Then where am I going to live?
In the forest.
In a hole? I still need to cut down a tree to make a house to live in the forest.
No, you can live amongst the forest. You don't need to kill a tree to make a home. A home is whatever you make it as.
So I make a house out of a tree, and that's what I make it as, right? That's what you're saying. Whatever I make as a home, I can make it. So I can make a tree a home if I chop it down. So your words don't make sense. So please tell me. So I'm not allowed to cut down a tree to make a home, to live in the forest, but you want me to live in the forest?
I apologize.
So make something of it?
We do not want this child amongst our kind. I apologize. This should never have happened.
Like a successful peace treaty.
How can I make a successful peace treaty when it was your people that did this? And she points to your emblem on your tabard. There, Thalgris.
My people?
The ones that came across the oceans.
Across the oceans? Who do you speak of?
Those, and she's not pointing to your religious insignia, but the insignia of your homeland.
What is it we are supposed to have done to you?
You've been taking my people and enslaving them, putting them upon your ships, and sending them away across the oceans where we have no strength. They won't survive out there.
Do I know any of this at all? Like, is this ringing any bells for my character?
So the last thing that you had heard, and you'd been sent on pilgrimage to get to know the other continent. I mean, it's been probably about a year or so, like that you've been here, but like you've never heard about any invasion. Like as far as you know, you were part of the diplomatic process of like first contact. You know, you spent some time with your uncle just to acclimate and get used to the different societal customs. How does the world work over here, and getting to know family that you haven't seen in a long time. And then it's like, okay, finally, you got your pilgrimage orders to go and make the actual contact with the kingdom. And then this all happened.
I gave you my word that I will not do harm. What then?
I will also leave you all in peace. If there is a place in the woods you would like to go, I could lead you there. Just please don't burn it down. Please. We can't.
In Draconic to Thalgris, I want to say, do we really want her around? She's got a bit of a grudge against you, dog. I don't want that knife pointed at your back at any point.
Or is speaking back in Draconic.
Put it down. Now is not the time.
Okay. We will travel alone. Thank you for your offer, and I'm saying that in common to her.
Thank you. Thank you for your mercy. I'm sorry. Where are you going? I can at least point you in the direction. These woods, we know. We are the woods.
The abandoned fort. We saw it from the river, though. We should be okay. Thank you.
Follow the path of death. You're already seeing the extent of it, as she kind of just points at the arid land that you're on. Follow this. It should take you there.
Thank you.
But I do not recommend it. There are other things in these woods that are outside of my dominion and my power.
A journey such as ours, we expect to come across them.
And she says good luck as she kind of like backs away, and as soon as her back presses against one of the trees, she fades into the tree, and is gone.
While everyone else, does whatever they want to do, can I just go inspect the tree? I just want to see something about it.
It's a tree.
I know. I just want to get real close to it.
It looks like a tree, smells like a tree, feels like a tree, tastes like a tree.
I'm going to whisper to the tree. If it is, like, as quietly as possible so no one else can hear. I just don't even want it to look like I'm talking to the tree. I just want it to look like I'm inspecting it closely. I want to whisper, if it is numbers of children you need, I recommend you head north. And I'm going to walk back to the camp.
Hold on, sorry. I'm going over my geography.
Actually, it was west. I take it back. Head west.
Okay. That changes things again. Let me, every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So I'm gonna see what you're doing to my world. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay, I got it. So yes, you whisper that to the trees. There's no response of any kind. There's no acknowledgement of any kind. You're just like, There's people to the west. If any of you wish to make a perception check, you can to try to hear it. But if it's not concerned, don't worry about it. The rest of the night, it does not have any altercations. So if you wish to finish up a long rest, you may. So any hit points, any abilities, any spells that you may have used, etc., etc. You've defeated a dryad. Let's see if this encounter. I'm just gonna see here, and no, that's the wrong page. That's a goblin. You didn't go that direction. And you do see that there is the next morning that there is a patch of woods that's like dead woods, and then 30 feet in, you'd see that there's the lush, green, verdant, and then there is like a 10-foot, 15-foot wide section that is also arid, that kind of leads and winds up the mountain, that also has more of these mushroomy patches all throughout, and they also go up that same path.
Those are the same mushrooms that Aaron ate, right?
That is correct. They are the same mushrooms.
I'm going to collect them, and I want to just mush them into a nice, really, really, really good paste.
How are you mushing those together?
I don't know. Let me see. I probably got something. Do. I will use my...
Ooh, everyone should have a huh.
Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna put them in my backpack for now.
Like, you all want me to punch it?
I think your interactions of mushrooms have been enough for the day. Thank you, Aaron.
But
Yes, we all know
You
you're a
still
fun
did-
guy.
I don't get it.
I attacked Thalgris.
Oh, that just reminds me of
I'm
my
actually, you know what?
in my podcast. We have this. It's post-apocalyptic, and one of the things is that there's no puns. Everything that's said in Junktown is quite literal, because you'll get a deadpan. Because if you tell a deadpan joke, you get a deadpan to the head. Hurt punners. So yes, you see a path that will that kind of leads you there by following just the trail of the dead and the of dead foliage and the trail of the fungus among us. And after a long rest, you are all healed up. It is the next morning. And do you guys feel like we should call it now? It is 9:15. And we can start the next adventure on your path towards the fort.
Sounds good to me. I mean, up to you guys.
All right. Huh?
Yep.
300 XP for all of you. 200 for the Dryad and 100 for the fun adventure and survival skills, or lack thereof. I had no idea I was going to be having a ravine, but that one was inspirational. I'm really loving this dynamic, you guys.
Yeah, no, yeah, you guys were fucking killing it with the RP today, dude.
We have two strong silent types and two comedic reliefs in two very different directions. Ah. All right. Well, this has been great, you guys. So we'll have our next game in 2 weeks from now. So on the 5th, we will resume our adventures of the Gateway Wars. And is there anything that you guys wanted to throw my way that you guys wanted to like talk about? Anything about the game that we need to address? Having fun?
Yeah.
Question:
Answers.
What's west?
Like, what is it you're looking for, West?
No, where he sent the Dryad to. Or
Oh,
he's
he's
told
just sending
Dryad.
it towards city folk, because that's where like the nearest village is. That's where the nearest city is. That's where your small lumber town is.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, which also makes predicaments. That's gonna be fun. Because basically it's like I have this skeletal network of what my world is shaped like and what's happening. So every time you guys do stuff, it's like, all right, well, what's the ripple spiderweb effect from here? Interesting, very interesting.
And can I just say, just at random, it's not really anything else, that as we were started walking, I filled up my pouches again, so I could just have all my pocket sand ready.
If you would like to always have 3 bags of pocket sand on you, I will always allow that, unless like you're like, there's nothing but shale and sliding rocks. So unless I specify otherwise, you can always assume that you can safely refill your bag of pocket sand, dirt, ash. Anything else? Anything else, anyone? All right, then we're gonna wrap up the game here. Thank you, everyone back at home who was watching. I hope you had fun with the Gateway Wars. I hope all of my players, of course, had fun. And yes, we'll see you guys all on the 5th. As welcome back to FeatherFall then. Much love, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. Bye!
Bye.